I want to share Zara's birth story, which is probably the most eventful of the 4. And I think he probably saved my life.
Zara. Zara.
Very special day today because my youngest baby is 7. 7. How did that happen? 7. That's quite a lot. My very smallest, youngest, tiny human is 7. So Zara, how does it feel to be 7?
Really, actually, very the same.
Very the same. Okay,
Yeah,
very the same.
I understand.
So, just before we go down and see if we've remembered to buy you any birthday presents, have
I
we
think
remembered?
you have.
You think we have remembered to buy you birthday presents?
Yeah.
You trust Mummy a lot.
Just Mummy.
Zara has.
I will
birthday
just
presents.
say if you're new here, hi, I'm Ree from mummyof4.com. This is my little Zara.
Birthday
girl.
Zara in this vlog.
Bella, who was 9 not very long ago.
Yeah.
William, who was 12 just a few days ago. And Dylan, my eldest, is in
I'm
university. He's
9
not
in
here
this
today.
video, but in other videos I'm not 9. Which
Well,
is
yes.
confusing.
I mean, in some videos, you're 7. Depends how
some
far back
yeah.
you go. Okay, shall we go downstairs and see if you got any presents?
Yeah!
Which one do you want to start with, Zara?
The big one!
Of course you
very
do.
big and ambitious.
Go on then.
I already know what it is. Oh, it's a
Is that what you were asking for?
Yeah.
Can we
That's
see
why
her?
you wanted to open that one first.
Did you know that that's
Make
what that
sure
box
you
was?
got that.
She's lovely.
She's so pretty.
Cinderella's back to being Zara's favourite princess. You did have a little gap where it was Jasmine for a bit, didn't you? And now it's back to Cinderella.
I'm very struggling to guess what that is.
A bath bomb.
Yeah, obviously.
You think it's a bath bomb.
I knew it was because it was so small, but that's beautiful.
Is it?
Put it on. It's a flower. Oh,
It's lilac.
Holding it in her other hand.
Lilac is the colour of the moment, isn't it?
I don't know.
Is it all about lilac, Zara?
Yes. No, I mean,
Thing is,
it's all about green.
Oh, it's all about green for William.
it's not about me.
Oh, look at that.
It's a ducky flower.
And it's lilac.
I've never seen that in my life.
Lilac bar.
I've never seen that in my life. That's so cute. Should I get you another one?
Do you want cards or presents now?
Just another present.
She can't stop this funniness.
Oh. Mummy, what are these? These are hair curlers.
They are, they're princess ones. Look.
They're bendy rollers. Oh, bendy rollers. That's
Look at
cool.
all the princesses on
Another
them.
one. And then a card. Unless I want to open another.
You got a lilac silk
Pillowcase. Wait, I didn't know that was.
It's a lilac silk pillowcase.
Bella had one of those in pink for her birthday, didn't she? Zara loves lilac.
Mine.
Hilarious.
And you love
is
smooth
yours.
things, don't you?
Yeah. It's like a
Everything I have has lilac on. Oh wait,
It might have been that way. If you're wondering what's going on with Zara's hair, when we went on the Disney Wish cruise recently, the girls did the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. And this was the hair extension that she had in the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique that she wanted on her birthday. Luckily, the children's school are very chill with uniforms. So you're going in a birthday t-shirt and you've got a school cardi and stuff to go over.
yeah, I have school stuff.
Yeah. Bella is in non-uniform because she's got PE, and William's in non-uniform because he has to wear red today for some reason. So they are actually going to school.
for cancer or something.
Something like that. I don't know. They often have a wear a colour, donate £1. Anyway, let's get back to the your card.
Slide it out there.
Huh? Oh right.
There you go.
Cute Bella.
Oh, can I see it?
Too.
From Bunny.
Oh,
So
and
we've
it
got
even says it's from
Happy
Bunny.
birthday, Zara. It's got purple on it. It's got little hidden minis, actually, and Mickey.
Mickey's and Minnie's.
And
Wow.
let's have a look inside. I love you. To Zara, have a very happy birthday. Love from Bella and Bunny. Of course.
Thank you, Bunny.
Oh,
You're welcome.
that's lovely. Card or present?
Oopsie. Sorry, does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
She likes it lots and lots.
It's got Zara.
Full of Cinderella.
And it's got Cinderella and Cinderella's glass slipper. That was on the Disney Dream, wasn't it? When you saw Cinderella's glass slipper. Who's that from?
You!
Can I see?
Love from William and Dylan.
Oh, and you drew a Mickey balloon.
I
Well
don't
done,
know
Will.
who this one's from, but... Oh, it looks the same, but I don't think
Ah.
it is.
Well, there's a story about that.
Oh, is that?
Yeah.
Mummy
It
accidentally.
is the same. You were gonna have. You're right. You were gonna have one card from your 3 siblings, and I ended up
Yeah.
ordering 2 of the same.
Two
So
of the same,
one's for Bella and one's for the boys.
Oh, okay.
That one's
Random.
Mummy.
I
Well,
know.
at least you get 2.
At least you get
okay,
2.
okay.
I know. That was
If you
Mummy's
lose
marvelous
one,
I had
mistake.
2 before 1 year. I had
loads of
one from
text
Nanny and one
messages.
from
Sorry,
Lily,
look,
and they were
Violet.
both the same.
Oh well, these have both got your
They were
face
my
on them.
sensitive
So that's not so bad, is it?
Both got your face.
Last card.
Well, who could that be from then?
Last card and then the present.
Last card, and then you can be back to opening presents later.
Hey.
Hey! This is trying to help.
Woo! No. Cinderella!
More Cinderella.
More Cinderella and my little Cinderella with her glass slipper.
Cinderella! Cinderella!
Is there a glass slipper?
Yeah, it was the glass slipper from the
Are
dream.
you even going to read it?
Nah.
Really? Bella can read it.
To our beautiful Princess Zara, happy 7th birthday. Love from Mummy and Daddy.
There you go. Now Zara wants to get back to
Back
opening
on track.
presents. So you're saying that was a detour?
What have you got?
Skin tones.
So what are they for?
They're for doing people's skin.
Yeah, well that's good, isn't it? I like drawing. Right.
It's like,
Would you
otherwise
like
have
to
do
give
like
your
a yellow.
siblings
Yeah,
an unbirthday
sure.
present? Okay.
Alright.
Unbirthday presents are just, they're all quite close in age. So when they were very little, it's hard to understand someone else's birthday. So their birthdays are all very close together. I mean, other than Dylan's in July. But they just have one fewer present on their own birthdays, and then they get an unbirthday present. It just ekes out the fun a bit, doesn't it? Ekes out the fun? Okay, who's going to go first?
Bella can go first, I think.
Go on then, Bella, you go first.
It is a munchling. Munchling car.
It's a munchling truck thing.
Wow.
Yeah, now you can play toy car with it instead of opening it.
What are you doing, Zara? Have you found one that looks a similar shape?
Go on, Zara, open it.
Go on then.
Just make sure you don't get it mixed up, because then you'll be very sad. Knowing you.
It's the same.
Oh, baby.
Oh my, you just beat
Go
the system, but Zara.
Yeah, she's,
Beat the system.
you have got all the sizes.
Can I open mine? You just
All right,
have to peel off
which-
the tape.
If you want to,
so
go on
if
then.
this is a
I
little
wanna
Carmen
open
booster
mine,
pack, does
I
that
wanna
mean
open
this is a
mine.
little Carmen booster pack?
I don't know. Are you the only one that knows what Locana is, Will?
Well, in this household.
Daddy
Well,
keeps
actually,
on
Bella knows
teasing.
Bella's got Locana.
Bella's got a bit of knowledge, but
Well, it
I
keeps selling out,
never
so
knows.
some other people must be into it.
all right, but I know more,
Whoopsie.
which I think we can all agree.
Woo!
Nice,
Never
nice.
Never
First
mind.
chapter.
For those
first
of us
chapter, first
uneducated people,
chapter. Yes.
what's Locana?
Again.
Locana is trading card game Disney.
Okay. It's this. It's like gold dust to get hold of.
I really
yes.
wanted a camper
yes.
van one.
Thank
The next time I wanted a munchkin was a camper van
What
one.
was that? Would you like to open those carefully so if you want to keep the box?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I
some
like
help?
it,
Please.
but I
Right,
really
well,
don't.
open the rest of these presents and then we'll open them so that, with the slice tool.
I want to see what I got.
Why don't you finish the rest of your presents first?
Yeah, I'll finish the rest. But I love
Maybe move to
munchkins. Everyone give a big cheer to to this.
Girls.
Whoever munching it is.
Hurry up, because we're going to have to do breakfast in a minute.
I already know what it is.
Oh, no.
You know? Because I have no clue. Oh, yeah.
What is it, Zara?
Oh,
What is it?
you must have picked it on purpose.
What is it?
It's a bead to make beautiful bracelets. It can't go on top of my Cinderella, or I like the rubber ducky. He's going to go on the camper van.
Okay.
And the flower can go next to it. And these can go there. And there.
3 more to go.
What's this? It seems very, 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 very lilac. Wait, what's this? Oh, I think it's something you put over your head or something.
Bella had one for her birthday.
Oh
so-
yeah, she also always wore it. Let me put that there.
You have got quite similar things, girls, because you're into quite similar things.
I know. I wonder what this thing is.
So a lot of the stuff that Zara's having for her birthday, Bella had for her birthday. What have you got?
I don't know.
Zara.
Wait, what are they?
They,
Wait, is this mine? Is this
yes,
mine?
Daddy opened it. These are scented gel pens, Zara. Gel
Wait,
pens that
wait,
smell
can
nice.
Can I open it?
Yep, go on then. Go on. Which reveal
got-
which munchling you got.
I got a mini chip. I have a Mickey Mouse.
Watermelon
It's
or something.
Yeah. So these munchlings are Disney characters.
I think I got the mystery character.
Oh wow. Well, these are Disney characters as food, reimagined as food.
I got the mini one.
And the girls love them. They just love them. Come on then, last present.
Yeah, I think
I got
I got the
Mickey.
mystery one.
I think you got Mickey.
Yeah, she has got Mickey. It's very obvious. What's this?
Wait, what is this?
What? What is this?
Oh, it's like a...
I have to get Daddy to open that for you. Be careful with it though.
Just guessing.
Just guessing.
Because Bella had one.
Oh, go on then.
Mummy, look.
Get Daddy to help
I
you.
don't know what this is.
What is
think
it?
Be careful.
Sachet of ketchup.
Uh,
Is it a sachet of ketchup?
don't
Oh, hang
know.
on. Chili lime salt,
I think
apparently.
I got the mystery character.
Oh, cool. It's chili lime salt, or whatever that is.
This is exactly like Bella's massive munchling.
Bella's got a massive one, has she?
Mini.
He's in track. Wait, I can't say sauce.
Steady. Steady. Good
I can't
Betty.
say it.
Mamedi.
Tazaki. Tazaki.
It's a cinder.
Can we see?
Mug.
What are you going to put in there?
Oops, I dropped it.
How dare you?
Well, that's very lovely, Zaza.
We love it.
Go and give that to Daddy to put safe.
We love all of it.
Daddy's there. So that's the girls dropped in school after a very soggy school run. Thank goodness for my dry robe that my auntie bought me for Christmas, was it? I think I had it early, but it was for Christmas. That thing's brilliant, just covers everything and I can just hide under it. So I'm just sitting here on the floor amongst the birthday chaos. We've got lilac balloons for Zara, because lilac is her very favourite colour. She requested that I wear this today, which is a Disneyland Paris spirit jersey, because it has purple on the lettering and it's the most lilac thing I own. I did used to have a purple, like a lilac-y purple jumper, but I recycled it after it had a hole in it, so quite disappointed I didn't have something totally lilac, but she said this would do. I am going to have to do a little bit of yoga, literally 10 minutes before I start work, because, slight backstory if you've missed recent vlogs, I pulled my back while we were away, my lower back down here, just here. I went to lift a suitcase, kind of drag a suitcase out from under the bed, yanked it, and something went twang all the way up here. So I had physio to kind of put that back to where it's supposed to be, but it's still not right. And then, was it later that day? It was William's birthday, wasn't it? So it must have been on Tuesday, today's Friday. I very stupidly slipped and fell down the stairs. Only the bottom, like 2 steps, but I landed backwards. I kind of slipped and landed and jarred my I landed on my shoulder, kind of like, anyway, I phoned my physio and she said, yes, it's the same bit, that the tendon or something that goes from behind my head all the way down my neck and behind my shoulder blade. So she said to put heat on it and to ring her if it just really wasn't getting better. So I put heat on it. I had these really good heat patches, which are really bizarre. You stick them on your back, or whichever bit you need, on top of your clothing. Initially I thought this isn't doing anything, but then it heats up just so hot, like you couldn't put it on your skin, it would burn you. And I had one of those on, it lasted all night. It was still hot the next morning. So that was really, really good. Can recommend. And then yesterday I just did like 10 minutes of yoga in the morning, 10 minutes in the afternoon, and I do feel like I'm no longer in acute pain. It's more like just dull pain. So continuing to stretch it out is clearly the answer. I'm still not back to my normal morning routine after returning from our trip. Probably still slightly jet lagged, to be honest. Not quite on UK time properly. Our Florida trip was so magical, and I have edited, I think, 2 of the vlogs at the time of filming are already in my Patreon, but they're coming out every Sunday at 8 a.m. if you're interested in Disney vlogs. But long story short, I need to now, over the next week, I'm trying to be kind of gentle and kind to my body and not overstretch myself. So I don't want to push myself from feeling exhausted to feeling ill, which is kind of what I was teetering on earlier in the week. But equally, I don't want to kind of fall into a habit of not exercising, because when I make time to get up and exercise before the children wake up and I actually carve out that time to exercise, I have more energy and I get ill less. However, when I push myself to exercise when I'm teetering on feeling ill, it makes me feel worse. So it's just strike that balance. Anyway, very quickly before I start my yoga, which I'm literally only going to do 10 minutes and I've got to go and work anyway. But very quickly, I want to share Zara's birth story, which is probably the most eventful of the 4. So little Zara, obviously baby number 4, having had secondary infertility and fertility treatment for William and Bella, Zara was a miracle baby. Let's call her a miracle baby, a surprise miracle baby, a very welcomed miracle baby, but not something I ever thought would happen. So I found out I was pregnant with her, and then I had like preeclampsia symptoms with all of the children, but it was probably worse with Zara. I was in and out of hospital appointments a lot, being checked and monitored. I was constantly in there. Poor Bella spent a lot of time doing sticker books in hospital. So then I needed to be induced 3 weeks before my due date. I was induced with all of them, but the others were on their due date, so she was 3 weeks before her due date. So because she was earlier, it took longer. I had lots of friends coming in to keep me company. William and Dylan were in school. Bella was not of school age yet. So my husband, who was not their primary caretaker by any stretch and not used to looking after them all really, because I was home full time at the time, had his hands full and felt quite stretched, I think. So I had lots of friends coming in. I had one friend who also used to dance. We were doing like pliés in the corridor, anything to try and bring on labour. So I think it was like 2 solid days of something's happening, it's not happening, something's happening, it's not happening, and all these different drugs shoved inside me. Not terribly pleasant, felt quite sore and gross. And then I think on that last night, my husband did stay over with me. Things were uncomfortable but not progressing, and I was really, really quiet because by this time I'd full on gone into hypnobirthing. Didn't know anything about it with the boys. With Bella, I knew a little bit about it, and by the time I was having Zara, I was doing rainbow breathing. So you breathe in the first colour rainbow, so you go red, you go, and you're out red, and then you go all the way through the rainbow, and by the time you get all the way through the rainbow, the contraction's gone. And I respond really well to endpoints, so it worked well for me. And it also keeps you calm, it helps with the pain. So I was just silent, so no one even knew when I was in pain, other than my husband, who I was just like, I'd go quiet, and then he'd say to whoever's trying to talk to me, whichever medical health professional, she can't hear you right now. And then I'd finish, I'd be like, and he'd be like, she's back in the room, you can talk to her again now, she can hear you. So a lot of the night, not much happening. One very sensible midwife listened to us when I explained that when things happen with me, they happen very quickly. So with Bella, it went from like nothing to bam, and quick, and she was almost born the lift. So a very sensible midwife put a delivery cart just outside the door. So the consultant came round to do rounds, and she was very softly spoken. It's going to be a very long time for you, a very long time. And I'd have to consider epidurals and all sorts. And I can remember thinking, I don't have the energy to argue with, but I can't do this much longer, which means it's nearly over. So that's the, I can't remember the name of it. What's it called? That bit. Is it the transition? Something like that. Someone sound off in the comments. I should know this after 4 children, shouldn't I? But anyway, there's a bit at the end of labour where you just think, I can't do this anymore. Just know that when you get to that stage, you're like, I can't do it anymore. You're nearly there. You're nearly there. And I knew this, but I couldn't be bothered to argue with this woman. So she left, and then I think within 20 minutes I said, water's about to go, need to push. They tried to persuade me to lie down and have a nap at this stage, which was a joke. So I said, water's got to go, need to push. My husband slammed a buzzer and went out in the corridor, and I'm like, it's now. And the very sensible midwife who had listened to us came in. They barely got my trousers off, and she was born. And she was tiny, so little. And then I was home very quickly. So this was mid-morning, she was born, and I was home after lunch. I think around the time that school pickup was, I was home. And everything was great for a couple of days. I think it's important to share this story because it's important to look out for the signs. And I didn't know the signs at the time. I don't think any of us did. But luckily my husband knew something wasn't right. And if something's not right, even if you're told on the phone by some medical health professional, sort of fobbed off a bit, then it's important to kind of keep pushing. And I think he probably saved my life by doing what he did. So it was a couple of days after she was born, and I was so tired. I mean, anyone that's had a baby will know that. Just had a newborn feeling. We were absolutely tired. I'd obviously been up for 3 days being induced. Then you're given a newborn. You're exhausted. You just feel delirious. If you haven't had a baby, but you've ever had jet lag, that first bit where you just get back and you just don't know which way's up and everything feels a bit wobbly, similar to that. Anyway, so I just thought I was extremely tired, but I was shivering, violently shivering, and I was cold, and I had rigors, not just shivering, but actually, shaking. And I phoned my husband, who was sleeping in the other room. I was sleeping in Zara's room so I could look after her. He was sleeping in our room so he could get some sleep. And I phoned him, and the only reason I phoned him was because I knew my mother, when she had her third child, had eclampsia afterwards and nearly died because signs were missed. Because the early 90s, I guess, I don't know, signs were missed. My logical brain knew it wasn't that, but I knew something wasn't quite right. And all I wanted to do was go to sleep. But I thought, look, I'll tell him and then he can deal with it and I can go to sleep. So I phoned him. I was like, I know I'm only in the other room, but something's not right. But I really need to go to sleep. So he came in, took one look at me. I was like, okay, this is not right at all. Took my temperature, raging temperature. Phoned, who did he phone first? I can't remember which ward he phoned. But all in all, he phoned the ward. They said she's over 48 hours, so it must have been just over 48 hours postnatal. She's sort of not a problem. Phone the on-call midwife. The on-call midwife didn't want to come out. She said to go and see the GP on Monday morning. I believe this was Saturday, so I might not have made it till Monday, to be honest, if he'd followed that advice. So he phoned the ward back and said, look, she's your responsibility. I need you to look at my wife. I need you to take care of her. So the woman on the phone was like, oh, fine, I'll find a doctor. The doctor got on the phone and said, bring her in straight. And then I went to the toilet just before we left and passed, sorry, TMI warning, a piece of placenta, which had been inside poisoning me. So it was a little small piece of retained placenta. It wasn't massive, but it was enough to give me a serious infection. So I ended up in hospital on IV antibiotics, being treated for sepsis. I was very foggy of the head and still having to look after a newborn baby. So I phoned my husband in the morning, who obviously he'd gone home. My auntie had come to look after the little ones. He'd taken me to hospital. He had to go back to see the other 3. And a couple of weeks before the birth, I'd been very sensible because it was William's birthday the day before I went in to be induced. So I'd been very sensible and had Will's party. It was a joint party with 3 other kids, and it was a soft play party. And I thought, right, that's easier. It's out the way. It's plenty of time before the baby's born. But the day after the party, a load of kids came down with chickenpox. Fast forward 3 weeks to me having a baby. The morning after the night, I'm admitted to hospital with sepsis. Dylan didn't have it because he'd had it when he was younger, but William and Bella had chickenpox. So now my husband is now having to nurse 2 little kids with chickenpox that just want their mum because I'm their primary carer. I'm in hospital with sepsis, feeling horrendously guilty for being away from the children and just crying. And they weren't allowed to come and see me. It was pretty awful. I felt obviously very unwell and very guilty. Eventually got discharged from hospital and sent home. They tested my blood. They were quite confident that I had the antibodies, so should have been passing the antibodies on to Zara in my milk because I was breastfeeding. But then a couple of weeks later, she came out with literally a handful of spots, 1 or 2. I thought, right, just to be safe, because she's so little, I'll phone 111. And then 111, just to be safe, wanted her to be seen in out of hours. And then just to be safe, they wanted her to be seen by paediatric assessment unit. And then just to be safe, they wanted her to be admitted for 10 days of antivirals because, yes, it was chickenpox, and yes, it was very mild. And probably it was mild because she had my antibodies, but then maybe I wasn't passing them on as well because, I don't know, because I was a bit low myself. I don't know. But basically, she had chickenpox. She had to have 10 days of antivirals because it can go to their lungs and their brain, apparently, which is really terrifying when they're that small. So, poor little Zaza, it wasn't the best. It really wasn't the best. But we got through it. The little ones were coming in to see me. My husband was bringing them in to see me at visiting. It was a very upsetting time. So the first 3 weeks of her life, when she should have still been tucked up neatly in my uterus, were a little bit turbulent. But I'm just happy to say that everyone was fine. And although it felt quite upsetting and traumatic at the time, I'm very grateful that we were taken care of and that everyone's fine now, really. The moral of the story, I think, is trust your gut. And if you feel that something is not right with you, your loved one, your child, whatever, to just keep making a noise about it, really, because if my husband had listened to see the GP on Monday, things could have been very different and not in a good way. So, that was a bit heavy. I'm now going to stretch out my back. I'm going to tie up my hair with these silk scrunchies I'm obsessed with. Just literally do the world's quickest sun salutation stretches, and then turn on my computer, get a bit of work done before it's time to pick up the kiddos and continue the birthday celebrations.
Hey!
So I've now got the kiddos from school. It was a bit of a soggy school run. So it's time to do Zara's birthday interview with a 7-year-old. You ready?
Yeah.
Cool. So what is your name?
Zara.
How old are you today?
7.
How tall are you?
I think 100 meter 12 or something.
100 metres and 12. Okay.
I don't know. Lila.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
A singer and dancer.
What are you really good at?
I'm really good at singing.
What do you find hard?
I don't know. Maybe sometimes, I'm not so sure.
Who's your best friend?
Aaron.
What's your favourite thing to do at school?
Art sometimes.
What makes you happy?
Mummy cuddles and daddy cuddles and family cuddles.
Which is your favourite toy?
Bunny's not a toy, but Bunny.
What's your favourite place to go?
Disney.
Which has been your favourite trip of being 6?
Of being 6, yeah. But does it mean like Noni as well, or does it
Yeah,
mean
any
Disney?
trip.
All the cruises.
More than the parks? Which is your favourite ride at any Disney park?
Uh-oh, that's hard. I have a couple of Space Mountain, Big Thunder. I'm guessing I'll like the Bayou Adventure. I'm guessing I'll quite like. How about those are my 3 for.
Okay. Favourite Disney snack?
That's hard as well. Favourite or least favourite?
Favourite.
I have 3 again, or 5. 3 or 5.
Go on then.
What about I like the cake pop.
They are yummy.
Yeah, very yummy. And I like the rainbow cake we had in Festival of Arts.
That was yummy.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got some questions from Instagram now. Amanda Rigby 1973 says, if you could dance with any Disney character, which one would you choose? Have a wonderful birthday. Who would you dance with?
I would dance with Marie.
You really want to meet her, don't you?
Yeah, I would dance with her.
So, Kathy BK83 says, how do you feel about turning 7?
It feels actually the same, but then different in another way. And happy.
Stovios says, favourite song from 6?
Favourite, Don't Lose Your Head.
It's Georgia HBU says, favourite ride at Disneyland Paris?
Christmas Coaster.
MA Cotton UK says, happy birthday, and what's your one favourite ride in Walt Disney World?
I quite like Mine Train, but I can't pick one. It's way too hard. So many. I also like not roller coasters like the smooth rides because they're they're just nice. I like them.
Kieran JC21 says, what are you looking forward to this year?
I'm looking forward. Wait, what's yesterday this year?
Something you're looking forward to, something that hasn't happened yet.
Oh, I know that.
You're not sure?
No, not sure.
Okay. Wolfie Tell says, if you could work at Disney when you're older, what would be your favourite job and why?
Singing, because it's fun. You get to go with the characters sometimes.
What's the other thing you said to me a lot in Disney, especially on the cruise, watching shows?
Oh, of course. We watched the Belle show and it had like the Be Our Guest dance and that kind of dancing I wanted to do.
Yeah, you did say that, didn't you? A few times. And a few times on the cruise, you said, that's the kind of dancing I want to do.
Yeah, dance with the characters I want to do so I can have them.
Adventures with Romy and Monty says, what is your favourite book?
My favourite... That's a hard question because I read a lot of books. I've been on My Little Pony for a bit. I've been on Fairy Princess. I've been on baby books. I've been on loads. But I think, I can't pick. I have way too many on my shelf.
Carol Scannell says, what is your favourite colour? You've answered that, but and why?
And why? Because Bunny's lilac.
Isabel Robson 2024 says, favourite queen in 6?
Anne Boleyn.
Why is that?
Because she's the most sassiest and I'm sassy and stuff and she's just nice.
Justin Raff 2021 says, what are your favourite hobbies?
My favourite singing and dancing.
Rhiannon Reese 19 says, favourite film and favourite song?
Favourite song? Favourite film I like Wish.
Yeah, the new one.
Wish, Aristocats and Cinderella. They're my top 3.
Okay, favourite song?
Favourite song is way too hard. I sing so many, but I like... Wait. I like Some Things Never Change. I sing it a lot.
Favourite sibling?
All of them, Bunny.
All of them are Bunny. Okay. And who loves you the most?
I said this already. The one Baba, because she bonded me.
Gave birth to you. On their birthdays, the children get to choose what they want for dinner. So Zara chose a takeaway curry. So that's what we've had.
Quite random.
Quite random. No, it was quite lovely actually. Quite nice. And Bella has Welsh homework. Because you're good at Welsh, apparently.
It's not a Welsh homework, but...
Well, it is. It's because... Is it because you did well at Welsh in school or something?
As punishment.
Yeah, Terry.
You have to do homework!
So I've asked on Instagram, and apparently Google Translate got it spot on. So I needed it to say, "Dare we help my sister celebrate her birthday or something?" And
Zara.
yeah.
Zara,
So yeah, that's all. We need to take a picture of the dragon and the cake, and you can write that out and stick it in. Are you ready for the birthday cake, Missy?
Yeah!
Which cake have you chosen?
I chosen a Barbie one because I really like the icing on it.
Yeah. They didn't have any princessy ones in Sainsbury's,
No,
did they?
I like the princess.
Not any. Well, they had the one with the crown we've had lots of times, but they didn't have any. Didn't have Disney princess.
Different.
So if
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
Sainsbury's, naughty Sainsbury's.
Yeah. Okay. Are we ready? Have you got your wish ready in your mind now to make for your birthday?
Well, no, sorry.
All right. Well, I'll go and get the cake. You think about your wish.
No, you pause. Otherwise I won't have enough time.
Okay. Well, just think of your wish while I get the cake sorted.
Happy
birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Zara. Happy birthday to you. Woo!
We do say our wishes out loud in this family, don't we? What was that, Leah?
Zara. Zara. It wasn't me.
I was going to say, we do say our wishes out loud in this family because that way we can make them come true. And what did you wish for, but... What did you wish for?
I wish to go on another Disney trip.
Well, there we go. Now I know what your wish is. We can see about making it come true,
Oh,
can't
what
we?
about the treasure?
Is that the trip
the
you want?
fantasy. We'll go on the fantasy.
You want to go on the fantasy?
Hey,
Not the
my,
treasure.
My stickers.
So hang on, you don't. Wait, you want to go
treasure.
on the ship, the fantasy? That's your wish.
Yeah, but
Is it?
surely the treasure.
And you want to go on the treasure?
New one.
Okay.
We'll just have to do both.
Yeah.
Daddy 4 is just.
I just want to eat some cake.
I don't know what he's doing.
Tomatoes on.
I don't even know what he's
Daddy.
doing. The wheels are coming off this
sticker.
vlog. I just want to say thanks so much for joining me for another birthday vlog, sharing our day with us. Click on another video on screen you may enjoy, or check out early release videos in my Patreon. Happy birthday, Zara, and thanks for watching. Bye.
Thank you.